you describe is horrific.
Yeah,
and,
I mean, nothing is easy, but women go through these things, we do, and it's hidden, and it should be more spoken about. Men are unfaithful to women. Men do beat up women.
Well, I want to, we're going to take a short break, but when we come back, I want to talk about where you see yourself in 10 years and how, or if, the Asian culture and society is ready to make that change. You're watching Broken Silence. I'm Sanyya Gardez. We'll be back after this short break. Hi, welcome back to Broken Silence. I'm Sanyya Gardez. Joining me is Sophia Hyatt, talking about her life experience and her book, Dishonored. Sophia, we were talking before the break about British Asian culture and society, and I said to you off air that I think that British Asians in particular, more so than maybe American Asians, because although we're a minority here, there's so many of us, and there's those areas that are just Pakistani, and there's Sikh, and there's Hindus, and I know so many people that don't have any non-Asian friends. It's quite easy then to fall into notions of izzat, what's right and wrong, being black and white about it, and obviously, dating and premarital sex and being so open about it is considered wrong. And you have been very honest about your experiences, and it has led you to where you are now. And you were saying that your parents still aren't fully aware of everything that you've been through. And perhaps they might be watching this program and will be. Do you think now that you're an adult, and like we said, that success kind of equals respect in the Asian culture, do you think your parents will respect you more now because you've done what you've done, but at least you've been successful doing it?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I won't mention who it was, but somebody in my family who I hadn't seen for 10 years came to my house for tea and said, "Oh, I want to invite all the relatives here." People who I don't even know their names. I said, "Why is that?" "Well, look at your house. Look at all of this. It's for your izzat." I said, "You know what? Let them think I'm a bad person. Let them think that, because the only people that step across my doorstep are the people that I love and the people I want in my home." I said, "I don't even know half of their names. No way." I said, "Leave it." Because if that's what it takes for my izzat, and you do find this in Pakistan. If you go to Pakistan, the wealthier family is, and in India. I mean, I went to Mumbai recently, and the clubs are full of high-class Muslims, Indians, partying, wearing short dresses. They're crazier than they are here.
That's right.
Absolutely mad. And because in India and Pakistan, they have progressed. It's just that our parents came here in the 70s and have tried to keep their identity by keeping what was going on in India and Pakistan at the time.
Well, that's, the whole clash of generation, the generational clash that happens anytime that an Asian family moves to the West, Canada, America, England. Our parents left in the 70s or 60s, and they hold on to the Pakistan and India that they left behind, not realizing that Pakistan and India actually does not exist.
Well, they wouldn't fit into it now if they went back.
Of course not, Now, you have hopes of possibly having children one day.
Yeah, God willing.
How would you give your child the best of both worlds?
Well, I'm actually reading the Bible at the moment, and my other half is Catholic, although he's not kind of hardcore. He doesn't really care. I've also studied Buddhism. I've been into an Indian temple in Mumbai, which spiritually affected me. I burst out crying, had no idea where these emotions came from. I've cried in church. So to me, I believe that we're all walking up different staircases to the same destination. As far as my children are concerned, I'll take them to church with me. I'll give them a copy of the Quran, a copy of the Buddhist Testament. I'll tell them to go out and seek and read about everything. And I don't think you need to make a choice.
Would you take them back to Pakistan, show them that part?
I mean, I personally haven't been back to Pakistan for 10 years, and I'd love to go back. I think it's a beautiful country, although I think in 10 years it might be a different place, especially places like Lahore. I know that there's pizza parlors and people are dating even.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah, I would take them back.
I mean, Karachi and Lahore and Islamabad, just Pakistan in general, is not the Pakistan that it was even 5 years ago. And there's been a lot of progress. But you talk about your experiences with Muslim men in particular. And I think your whole experience with Islam. Now, without getting myself into too much trouble, the way you practice any religion is kind of open to interpretation.
Absolutely.
And you know, being a good Muslim to me, to you, might be completely different to somebody else.
Exactly.
I mean, a few weeks ago we did a show on Sharia law, and that idea of Islam is completely different than what moderate Muslims
Yeah.
how moderate Muslims might practice Islam. Now, it seems to me that you're kind of completely dismissive of the religion.
I'm not dismissive. I find myself when I'm on an airplane or taking a long journey, I'll say the Lord's Prayer and then I'll say my kalma. So, because I was brought up with it. Sometimes I have a prayer mat at home. I have the copy of the Quran at home. Sometimes I'll get on the prayer mat when I want to and when I need to. I pray every day. I don't think, I mean, when I get on the Janamaz, I don't know what I'm saying. I don't know what it means. But because I grew up with it, I kind of understand there's a spiritual connotation then. There's a connection with God. When I go to church, it's a bit more emotional for me because I know exactly what I'm saying. But I don't dismiss it. I think Islam in itself is quite an artistic religion. I mean, the way the Quran is written, the verses, I mean, it's very poetic. It's beautiful. You know, I think the people, my granddad was from Afghanistan. The people from Afghanistan, Pakistan, India, we're the most stunning people, you know, beautiful people. When I go to India, Pakistan, I'm amazed by the beauty in people, their faces.